when they open up that gate. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home.
Two, Trey.
Hello, and welcome back to Nothing But the Tea. I'm Trey Eden.
I'm James Goble.
And I'm the dude that messed up the last video.
So let me explain.
So,
Go ahead, Trey.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
No.
You literally said, Trey, Jason, keep. Okay.
So, keep going with it.
Keegan, buddy. You messed up.
I know I did.
He messed up pretty big. We had 47 minutes worth of content. And we were so lit. It was the best podcast.
Bro, it would have been on the trending on YouTube.
Okay, it was the best possible first podcast that we could have made.
Yep.
Okay, so I want to apologize for the quality of this because we're having to do it off my laptop now.
Yep.
I have my phone set up on a tripod.
Yep. Beautiful.
Hit record.
It was beautiful. We looked so
We
good.
were 47 minutes in and we finished up, we wrapped up, we went to go check the phone to make sure it recorded.
And no lie, right whenever I got up, I go, what if it didn't record at all?
We get to my phone and it is a black screen. I look at the video and it stopped recording at 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Needless to say, we were pretty mad. We were pretty ticked off. Oh yeah, we need to get those sponsors.
Sponsor.
This video is brought to you by
Diet
Coca-Cola. Arnold.
Okay.
Arnold Palmer and
LA Wine Company.
Okay, I'll start us off. Since, we're trying to get this thing over with. I apologize for not having 47 minutes of content like we just had.
We are not trying to get this thing over with.
This is going to be great, and we're going to bring y'all the best.
We're going to make the
content
best
y'all have
ever.
had. We're going to have the best, worst day ever, because it's the best day ever.
Alright, that's too cringe.
Go ahead, dude.
My name's Keegan Noble. I'm a senior in school. I'll be graduating in December. We all kind of...
Stick to the prompter.
Prompter.
Okay, alright. I've known these guys for a long time. They're two of my best friends. They're the two best friends in the entire world. We played high school baseball together. We all graduated high school together. And yeah. Okay?
Go ahead, Trey.
No, he's still talking.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing more than I love than sitting down and talking to these two. And we're trying to have fun with this. We're trying to have fun with this. We're not in it for
The money.
the money or
The
subscribers,
the fame.
The pig of the pog.
the pig in the ball.
We're in it for the pig in the pond.
Pig of the pog.
All right, so episode 1. Here it goes, James.
Go ahead, Trey.
Thank you. My name's Trey Eden, and I want to start this off with a quote that I'm going to have for the rest of the podcast. And it's, I want to make you all as happy as these two guys make me happy.
That was my quote.
Hang on, can I add a quote?
No.
I'm gonna add a quote.
All right.
I'm gonna keep talking.
Go ahead, Trey.
I came up with that quote in the last video. I
No,
thought
he
it was
didn't.
very clever.
No, we didn't.
Here's my quote. Y'all are my two best friends in the entire world. I do not want to go up here at all. I just feel obligated to go. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow.
You know what? I'm going to elaborate on this. Since Trey tried to take my quote. So Trey, one night, we were all hanging out. So we were all hanging out one night, and Trey said he's ready to go back home. And Trey was like, man, I'm not really feeling good and all this stuff. And we're like, man, it's bro night though, man. Like, why do you want to go back to the house? And he was like, man, I don't know. I don't feel good. I got to study what did you have, like a test the next day or something?
It was finals week for us.
Yeah, it was finals week or something. And so Trey sends this message in our group message, and he legit goes, what Noodle just said. Yeah, I don't care about it. It's whatever. And he was like, y'all two are my best friends in the entire world. I don't want to go up here. I just feel obligated to go. Love you boys, or whatever it was. And I know why. How long? For like 2 weeks, I sent that message every single day in the group message. And it was just a great time. And I literally loved it so much, just sending that message in there, just to give Trey a hard time.
The first time he did it, it's like, that looks really familiar.
The first time he did it, I texted him as soon as he sent it. I said, "Did you really just send that?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "He's either going to take it as a joke, or he's going to get really mad."
I loved it.
Flex that tricep for him.
And then he sent it again the next day. And then he sent it again the next day. And I said, "Wow, like you're really going to keep doing this, aren't you?" He said, "Yeah, I'm going to send it every single day."
I'm going to send it it's going to be the quote of the day every day. And it is. It's the quote of the day every day.
Okay.
So, if y'all can't tell, that was a heck of an introduction right there to Nothing But the Tea. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go with it. This has been a great time to be alive. I'm going to take it from here for a little bit. So, Noodle may have messed up the whole first podcast.
I did.
He did. He messed up royally.
I messed up.
He messed up bad. Trey, it's Trey. That's all I got to say about that. But I'm going to go ahead and say this right here. This podcast is going to be the best podcast y'all have ever watched. And y'all can all be to that. I think this is honestly going to be the best podcast. Y'all think Barstool's good? No. Y'all think no. Whatever other podcast y'all into. I went blank, boys. I went blank. This will be the one where y'all get the most laughs.
Let's Talk Shop is going to be nothing compared to
Nothing but the tea. So, This is going to be the greatest thing y'all have ever watched. We're goofy. Okay, that's all I know to say now. We're goofy. We are going to go at each other. We're going to bash each other. We're going to bash players, sports, anything. We're just that kind of group. And I think after how we just noodle messed up the first podcast, this thing right here is completely went a different road than what we thought it was. Yeah. So I'm going to go on the rail here and say this now. Troy, take it over.
Let's talk about technology.
How much I hate it.
By God, he had his phone set up. We had HD quality. You can almost say 4K.
It was great.
It was great quality.
And he had Do Not Disturb on, correct?
I did have Do Not Disturb
He
on.
didn't get a phone call or nothing.
Nope.
But at 2 minutes and 37 seconds, his phone decided to go blank, and it stopped the recording. And then we went on for another 45 minutes.
We had at least 45 minutes of content.
And it just goes to show, yeah, we live in a very productive day. There is some, technology is being innovated or produced, invented every single day, but no matter how good it is, it literally still fails. And, I'm a little upset about it right now. I don't like his phone right now. I don't like any phone right now.
Okay, so right now at this point in the podcast, we have no idea where it's going because this whole first episode was ruined. But we're going to bring you a first episode, and here it is. So I'm going to start out by saying what I want out of this podcast, and I'm going to get a little bit deep right here, boys. We're going to get a little bit deep. You know what? We're getting in it. This is serious James right here. This podcast right here, all I want out of this is for you all to laugh. I want to make you all happy. I want to make these two guys happy. Just as happy as they make me, man. Like I said in the last podcast, as he stole my thunder, I just want to make you all as happy as these two guys make me, man. And I mean that wholeheartedly. These two men right here are the greatest men y'all ever meet. And I mean that with everything in me. They're good Christian men. And
Is it recording now?
Yes, it's still recording. However, I can't go in and I guess I can try.
You can go into an iMovie and edit it?
yeah, you
Can I cut out the middle of a recording though? I don't think I can.
Well, if we can't, guys, you just experienced it. I would like to call Why I Hate Technology 2.0.
Okay.
We got a buddy who can help. Shout out to Gavin Cade. He'll help.
Okay,
us.
all right.
Shout out to Shannon.
It's Mark.
It's Mark.
I thought it was Jason.
So, back where I
To the
was. Nothing but the tea. So, I can't do this anymore, boys.
No, we can.
I can't. I literally can't. I was so into it again, and I can't get back into it just like that.
Is your phone disconnected from it now? Because you might want to disconnect it so it doesn't do that again.
It's signed into my Apple. Like,
You can't turn a setting off where phone calls don't go through it?
not that I know of.
All right. If you exit off this video, I cannot get you another 30 minutes. I have to go to bed. Like, I'm being serious.
We're
It
just
is
going to have to
9:30.
start up right now. You're going to have to get in touch with Gavin if you can't figure it out. And we got to figure out how to edit it. Because you can obviously edit it.
I have till Saturday to edit it. I'll figure it out.
Yes. We have a week. And I'll help too.
All right. And then
Yes.
3,
Start off with your quote again.
2,
Or your reasoning behind this.
1. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and go with it like this. This is what I want out of this podcast. These two men right here are the greatest men I've ever met. And I mean that wholeheartedly. These boys right here will do anything for me. And I'm here to make you all happy. I want to make you all smile, laugh. I want everything to be great for you all. I want to bring a smile to your face every single day. These two boys are being goofy behind me while I'm trying to be serious.
I forgot you could say it.
So, I'm going to go ahead and say it like this. I want to make you all as happy as these two make me. They're my two best friends in the entire world, and I truly mean that. And getting to spend time with them every single day is one of my favorite things. Talking to them just through text, phone call, FaceTime, whatever it is. If I get to talk to these two boys, it's a great day. They brighten my day on the worst days, and I know that sounds a little bit weird, but it's the truth, man. These two are my best friends ever, and I'd do anything for them. And that's why I really want to do this podcast, is to hopefully make you all smile along the way, but I know doing this podcast will make us three smile. So that's where I'm going with it, and that's the reason why I want to do this podcast.
Appreciate that, man. I'm going to butt in.
Go ahead.
Sorry, just one little quick thing. But, okay. Just what James just said, obviously, we're a group of guys that love each other to death. We've known each other for forever now. And, I would do anything for these guys too. So, it's fun getting to do something like this. And I said this in the first video that tragically
Tragically failed!
didn't happen. But doing this gives me another thing to look forward to every day.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's just talking to the guys about it or days like tonight where we actually get to sit down and joke around with our fake advertisements and just goof off and have fun and forget about things such as homework.
Yeah, I mean, this is really an outlet out of the real world. You could so-called say that. So this is going to let us relax after a long school week, long work week. I mean, whatever it is, this is going to give us an outlet out of it, and we're going to sit down and chill behind this god-awful computer right here with the screen, and I don't know what it is. The quality is terrible.
You can
But
see the light rays.
I know, and I love it. I mean, but this is what we got to work with right now. And and this is what we're doing. And I'll still be honest with you, I'm glad to be here. No matter what. Because as one man once told me, I mean, you're the driver of your own bus. And you go where you let this go, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to let this podcast go as far as we can let it. And this is going to be something I see us doing for years down the road.
There's nothing that I can say here that these guys haven't already said.
Yeah, I don't think you can say anything regardless because you messed up the whole first podcast.
I know. I can't. But these two guys are my two best friends in the world. Even when we aren't together, we're always talking and laughing about something. And when we are together, it's just that much more fun.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so we're going to be goofy wild. Whatever you all want us to be, that's what we are. So I like to take inspiration from this guy named Matt Scharf. Y'all may have heard of him.
I love that guy.
He is hilarious. So that's going to be me. I'm going to be Matt Sharp out here. I'm going to be the goofy one that's going to kind of bring the vibes to it. Lights, and then I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do whatever I can to make you all laugh. Noodle, go ahead. What are you going to try to do here in this podcast?
I am here to look ugly because
You dang right. You do that really well.
I know. And obviously,
Well, that was pitiful, Noodle. Don't say that, man. You're a good-looking dude, man. I feel bad.
obviously James is the funny one, Trey's the better looking one. So
I appreciate that.
they've considered me as the ugly one. I guess I'm okay with that.
I-
I'm also the more serious one.
I never said that.
That's okay.
I never
You don't
called
have
you
to. You don't have to say that.
He's ugly.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah, like that's okay.
Hey, he's not. Hey.
Like I said though.
Hey.
Like I said though. I'm also the more serious one.
Back on track. Here we go. My turn. Go ahead, Trey. And
Wait. Is Keegan done?
yeah, he's done.
Okay. I guess I am done. I'm done.
Keegan, are you actually done?
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. Rock, paper, scissors. Go. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, go ahead, Trey.
So, I gotta stick to the prompter. Okay. I'm lost.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. Alright. Like I said before, I'm the more serious one. I'm probably gonna be more serious than these two are every podcast and every episode and as long as we do this. So they're probably gonna do some things to try to make me mad, and that's kind of what this is all about. We're trying to dig into each other a little bit. This whole podcast is based around all of our opinions, and chances are we're gonna disagree with one another about something, and part of that is to make it more
Fun for you all.
fun for you guys, better to watch. And
It's going to be the greatest thing, and you all are going to be so mind blown by the end of this first podcast. Y'all don't know what's going on. Take it away, Trey.
Alright, so my role here. Obviously the show's named after me. Nothing but the T.
It really is. It really is. So it's nothing but the T, meaning nothing but the Trey. So
meaning that me and Goble are nothing.
yeah, so this was his idea, his everything. So we let him have the fame of the name. So nothing but the T means nothing but the Trey, which kind of goes back to high school, really, if you think about it. It's always been about you.
Oh!
All right, I'm back. He's back. Back in frame.
I was joking.
And
Guys, tell them it's not nothing but the tray.
no, okay, nothing but the T. Okay, you know,
Originates
can you me give the story if I
from
got
modern
technology? So we don't trust it at all, but we got our name from literally a random generator.
Okay. I must say in the first podcast that we lost and that didn't record after 2 minutes.
We didn't lose it. It was never a thing.
Okay.
Look at this dude.
There was a T in the middle of the pool table with pool balls.
It looked legit.
It was kind of cool.
Now we have
Arnold Palmer.
Palmer T right in the middle.
LA1.
LA1. All right. Everyone good? I say let's dig into this.
Okay,
Let me say one more thing.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, we really like the name Let's Talk Shop, but it was already taken.
We did really
But-
want to use Let's Talk Shop.
The reasoning behind nothing but the T, yes, we got it from a random generator, but we talked about that Kermit the Frog meme, drinking tea. And you know, like when people say, "Oh, man, what's a tea?"
He's
Like,
lying.
what's no, I talked about that on the Zoom call the other day.
I also thought of it, and I think we talked about it. Is nothing but the T like
Makes sense. We wear nothing but our t-shirts.
That was but someone said that like when someone has to tell someone something like I got some tea for you when they're trying to say
Yeah,
something.
that's what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
That's
talking
what
about.
you were talking about.
I didn't remember that. Sorry, that's my fault. My
All
fault
of the
again.
light.
Literally, you can see the lights because of how bad.
Yeah, this camera is like probably from 2005.
That's a pretty brand new computer.
I know it is.
I've
I'm just
had
giving
it
you.
since I graduated high school.
All right, Keegan.
Look at this.
Start us off.
Bro Olympics, send it.
Bro Olympics. All right. So the Bro Olympics came about last week. Me and Trey had the idea of live ABs. So we went to a baseball field, and me and James threw Trey live ABs. The way it works is that we pretty much just added a bunch of games to it, So we added pool, darts, ping pong, and first
Say it right.
ping the pong.
Ping of the pong.
Ping of the pong! Ping of the pong!
So we added
Look at this.
ping of the
dude.
pong, pool, darts. First place gets 3 points. Second place gets 2 points. Third place gets 1 point. Trey won the baseball. Did I win ping pong?
You did.
I won ping pong.
Off of a terrible ref.
Yeah, I was pretty bad. I blew it for Trey.
Who won pool?
You won.
pool.
Okay, so I won ping pong and pool, and then I came in last in the
In
baseball and darts.
And I came in first in darts, second in literally everything else.
Okay.
I came in first in baseball, third in pool, second in darts,
What-
and second in ping pong.
Okay. Anyways,
I
we're
don't
all
know.
tied 8-8.
Yeah, whenever we finished.
Okay. Then Goebel came up with the idea. He literally got on Olympics.org,
All of the lights.
and we added a bunch of different Olympic sports. We added like shooting and rifling. We added, I think we're doing fishing.
Okay, I'm gonna take it over from here. Here we go. This is my baby right here, and I'm gonna have this right here. This is my baby. Take those drinks, boys. Good job. Here we go. That was perfectly timed, just like we planned it on the prompter. Here we go. So, I went to Olympics.org. We're all sitting there on a phone call one day. You know, I was like calling up the boys, and I was like, boys, what are y'all doing right now? And they were like, whoa, man, I'm not doing anything. Let's all have a conversation. So I was like sitting there, and I was like, boys, you don't know what you should do for the Bro Olympics to add on to it? And they're like, what? And I was like, listen, this is what we're doing. So I went on the Olympics.org and I was scrolling through there as fast as I could. You know, my little finger was going, and I was like, oh my gosh, we can do fishing, wakeboarding, all this other stuff. And we just had a great time. So we're going to incorporate fishing. We're going to incorporate lawn darts, track and field. We're going to do everything that is in the summer.
I think lawn darts is illegal. What? People have died from lawn darts.
We're not going to do lawn darts. We're going to do track and field, fishing, kayaking. We're going to do
Olympic snowboarding.
Olympics. That's
We shall take a trip to Canada.
We are going to Canada now. I did not know that.
I have a secret trip planned for boys.
So I'm back onto this, boys. Stop. Wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
All right, going back in. Here we go. So we're going to do all this fun stuff over a course of what? Probably a few weeks, I would say.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this over a few weeks, and we're all going to sit down. No, not sit down. We'll be running and doing all that fun stuff, and literally have a competition because we're 3 competitive men. I'm here to tell you, these boys right here are 2 stud muffins, but I'm the biggest. So here we go. So by the end of this, we're going to crown a champion. And the winner, I bought some spray paint and a T-ball. And we're going to spray paint the T-ball gold. And that's going to be the trophy for the first ever Pro Olympics. This is going to be an annual thing we plan on doing until what? Until we're in a wheelchair or a walker?
Until we're retired.
But even then, we could do things such as MLB The Show.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is all stuff we plan on doing, you know. Having a jolly good old time. Doing the fun stuff. So, here we go. Go ahead, Trey. How do you feel about the Pro Olympics?
Oh, I'm looking over there at Keegan. He's making some weird faces. You gave. It was a little smile or something.
Keegan, you're smiling.
What were you smiling at?
What are you
Tell
doing?
us. Tell
I
us.
was laughing at James.
Oh,
At him or with him?
are you laughing? You're making fun of him.
No.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, try it.
He hesitated.
What are you going to do?
Oh!
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, go!
Alright, Keegan was laughing with him. What were we talking about?
The Pro Olympics.
Ah,
Explain
okay.
it.
So, we've already explained it.
MLB The Show.
Our next
Course of action of the Pro Olympics.
is going to be the MLB Show Noodle Invitation.
Popcorn noodle.
So, the whole MLB The Show idea came about our freshman year of high school. I would always have like 7, 8 people over at my house. We would have a double elimination MLB The Show tournament.
Boom! Yeah.
We would literally spend hours upon hours
Hours.
playing MLB The Show.
MLB The Show.
It would get heated.
Heated.
It would be fun.
Fun.
and it would be heated, and it would be exciting. And
Exciting!
this became like an every weekend ordeal.
Ordeal.
So we're bringing it back. We're bringing back the Noodle Invitational in a different way. We're just incorporating it into the Berlin.
Mm-hmm. And
Y'all want to hear my
I'm not
Grinch
gonna
impression?
lie, I'm going for the gold.
Y'all want to hear my Grinch impression?
Is it good?
Dirty blackmail. I just thought of that off, so I'm really at the top of the mountain. And boys, this has been a heck of a ride with you all. I really hope that you all enjoyed this first podcast.
Like I said, we had 50 minutes of content.
47.
47.
Don't over exaggerate.
Okay, we had 47 minutes of content.
Of prime golden content.
Yeah. 47 minutes after we hit the record button, we went and checked it, and it stopped recording at 2 minutes and 37 seconds.
2 minutes.
So-
and 37 seconds.
This is shorter than what we had. I apologize for that. It's my fault. Next week, for episode 2,
We have a real special guest coming on. He is a PGA Tour player. You'll have to stand by for that one. Tell him, Trey. Bryson DeChambeau will not be making an appearance. But we will get into that next week. The big funny joke.
yeah. So, thanks for tuning into episode 1. Episode 2 will be posted next Saturday.
Turning into it. You can tune into it too if you want to.
Right. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Nothing but the tea. Noodle out.
Go ball out.
T Rizzle, same Bizzle.
When they open up that gate, welcome to the show, welcome to the